Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Antonio fucking rants his fucking pants off. I don't know why that's the title that came to my mind, but that's what the title of this video is, I guess. So I haven't made a rant video in a while, but I thought I would sit down and make one today because, like I just said, I haven't made one in a while, so I have a lot of stuff, a lot of anger built up inside of me, a lot of rage that I need to get out to you guys. And second of all, because, I don't know, there's just been a lot of stuff that I've been thinking about recently that I thought maybe I would put out there into the universe. Maybe someone out there can relate to the stuff that I've been going through. But basically, I just have wow, I can't talk. Recently, I've been feeling a lot of social anxiety. Now, I want to preface this by saying I do not claim to be someone that was ever diagnosed with like chronic anxiety or, a anxiety related disorder or anything like that. I have never been diagnosed with that, so I'm not going to make the claim that I have that. But that being said, I do feel like I experience things related to that a lot, and especially recently for whatever reason. I've been dealing with it a lot, off and on in my life, but I don't know. Just recently, it's been really weird. I have a weird thing with texting people, and I don't know. I call it texting anxiety. I'm sure that might be the name for it. There might be a different name for it, but I just feel like this really weird underlying anxiety when I go to text people or when people text me. And I didn't always used to have this. In fact, I feel like there was a point in my life when I used to be a really avid texter and I would text a lot, or just message, not necessarily text like with words, but like use apps such as Snapchat or, Instagram messages, whatever you use to message people. I used a bunch of those, still do. But I feel like recently I've just had this really weird connection with those apps. There's a lot of times where I just will not go on those apps for a long period of time. Even if I know people have messaged me, if I'm having a conversation with someone and I know that they've messaged me, I'll see the notification that they messaged me, and something clicks in my brain that says, I'll get to that later. And then literally sometimes like hours go by, a day will go by where I will just not respond to that message. And it's hard to explain because it's not because I don't want to message the person. Far from that. A lot of people that I message on a semi-daily basis are my friends. Obviously, I'd want to have conversations with them. But I just feel this really weird, like, anxiety when I think to go text. I feel like I'm second-guessing everything that I'm about to say. I feel like I'm worried that I'm gonna come across as rude or weird by whatever I say. Sometimes I feel like I can't hold a conversation or I won't have anything really much to respond for whatever they say to me. And I just get in my own head about it, so I just end up not responding. Or I just forget, like I said earlier, I'll just forget to do it. But I feel like that's part of it. I feel like that's part of why I forget to do it, because my brain has just, like, been accustomed to that anxiety that I get whenever I go to do it, so I just won't. So it just automatically is like, okay, well, you feel anxiety when you go to text people, so I'm just gonna, erase that from your memory that you even have that responsibility in the first place. So what that ends up doing is, there's these long periods of time when I just will not text somebody, and I feel really bad about it because I feel like they think I'm ignoring them, or they think that I'm annoyed with them, or I'm mad at them, or I'm just being rude, or something like that. And that gives me more anxiety when I think about that. So it just becomes this really never-ending like cycle of anxiety. I should also say that, like, even before all this, I always 100% prefer to talk to people directly over text. And I don't know if that's like, I feel like that's an old school style of thinking. Maybe I got that from my mom or, my people that raised me, that didn't always have access to texting. But I feel like I've always been someone who very much prefers to talk to someone face to face, or at the very least over the phone, talking, like directly instead of texting and then waiting, even a couple minutes for the response to go through from the next person, and then, back and forth, so on and so forth. I've never really preferred that method of communication. I know a lot of people do. I know a lot of people actually really like to have that, like, space in between where they can, like, kind of gather their thoughts or do whatever they're doing before they respond to a text that someone sends them. And I totally get that. I just feel like for me it's very much the opposite. I prefer to I prefer to have conversations with someone on the fly, or just at least be face to face. So that way, if I say something and it comes across the wrong way, or or I don't completely understand something that they're saying, I can ask them in the moment instead of having to, text them and, question if I'm even kind of understanding what they're saying. Can you guys kind of get what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not the only person that goes through this kind of stuff, but like I feel like for me it's been really strong recently, and I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of it. I don't know why. I don't feel like like I said, I don't feel like I was always like this. I feel like I used to be very social and very comfortable with texting people, but I just feel like that's gone away recently. I don't know if this is a part of it, but this is another thing that I wanted to bring up in this video that I've been feeling recently, and it kind of ties into the whole anxiety thing. But I just have been feeling really, like, anxious about myself. I know that's really broad to say that, but it's more, it ties in because I think I think this is, again, like, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist. I don't know for sure, but what my guess is I feel insecure about myself and my ability to talk to people and hold conversations. So that insecurity makes me less inclined to text people back, because I like the idea, this is going to sound really weird, I like the idea that someone texted me, that there's a text message that I have to respond, as opposed to not. That didn't really, I don't feel like I explained that very well. I don't know. Basically, I have low self-esteem. I'm not afraid to admit that. Or at least I do. It's on and off, honestly. I mean, like, it goes up and down the level. I'm sure people can relate to that. But there will be some days when I feel really confident about myself, some days when I really feel no confidence about myself whatsoever. And on days that, and I don't know, I can't even really say that I've felt like no confidence recently, because I feel like I have. I just feel like when it comes to texting, all of it goes away. Like, I feel like, oh, what if I can't think of a response? What if the response I come up with is bad, And like I was trying to communicate this a second ago, but what I mean by what I said earlier about, like, I like having a text to respond to is, I guess I kind of have this anxiety about being left on read, and or like left on scene, I guess, whatever you call it. Basically, the idea that someone reads your text and then stops responding. You know what I mean? It's a simple concept. I don't really feel like I need to explain it. But I don't know, and I know that that's not something I should be, like, super insecure about, because it's something that naturally happens to everybody. Like, no, I feel like it's actually more unnatural to continuously talk over, like, a long period of time with no sort of break whatsoever in the conversation. Maybe that's just me. I don't know if people do that. I don't do that, definitely. I know I used to have streaks on Snapchat, which you could make an argument is kind of similar to that, where you just continuously send snaps back and forth. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, no, I feel like I just used to have a lot of more confidence in myself. Like I could like see that someone texted me, immediately respond, and I would be like completely fine. Like I would know what to say right away. But I don't know. Recently, there's just been like this, like I don't like the idea that I go to read a text and I don't know what to say right away, and then I'm like, oh, what if I say something bad, and then this person just doesn't want to talk to me anymore, and then that feeling gets to me and makes me feel like, oh shoot, now I'm, what if they think I'm a jerk? What if they think I'm, not fun to talk to, whatever. You know, it doesn't necessarily even just stop with texting. I feel like that I have that in regular conversations too. I just feel like in regular conversations I can manage myself and communicate myself a lot better. That's just how I personally feel. Yeah, I really do get in my own head about it, and I don't know, I feel like I started this video off like I was gonna go on this huge crazy rant, like I was super pissed off. I'm not really. I mean, like, I'm upset that it's happening, but I'm not like mad, I guess. I wouldn't say mad, I guess I would say more I'm just concerned, or, you know, I just would rather it not be like that. Because I really do like talking to people. If you're someone watching that, you know, I've texted before and I've, you know, at least recently it took me like forever to respond, it's not because I don't want to talk to you. I hope you realize that. And I'm sorry if it came across that way. But, yeah, no, it's just this weird anxiety I feel. I don't really know what it is. Hopefully I can get past it. If I do, I'll try to make an update to this video. How about that? If people enjoy this video, hopefully, you know, I'm pretty much done, honestly. Like, that's all I kind of really wanted to say. Hopefully, if you understood what I'm talking about, or maybe you even relate a little bit, you know, leave a comment, or, you know, leave a like at the very least. But even then, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope I was somewhat entertaining to listen to. You know, ramble a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Making videos like this is very therapeutic for me, so, you know, I figured I would use that as content, because I don't post very often anymore, so it's easy content. I'm sorry. But I'm trying to think. I don't really think I have anything else to say. It's just something that I just really hope I can get through you know, just in the future. I've been overall enjoying the past couple months a good amount. There was a period of time recently, just on and off, where I just felt really down on myself, and I feel like that really affected some of my relationships. And I don't know, if anyone watching who knows me personally, I really hope that you know that, you know, deep down I still really care about everyone in my life, you know, family members included, obviously. And I don't mean to be rude. It's, you know, it's just it's a weird time. It's been a weird time, but I really hope I can get past it someday, and I hope that anyone watching that may have had an issue with how I've acted, or how I've, you know, maybe I took a really long time to respond. I hope you can understand a little bit more now where I'm coming from. I still really do like to talk to people. Wow, this video got a little more deep than I was expecting, but I think that's maybe that's good. Maybe you guys enjoyed that. So anyway, I'm gonna head out now, because I think I've talked for a good amount of time, and I feel a lot more calm now than I did when I first started recording this. Yeah, there's not really like a happy ending to this video, I guess, but the happy ending is that, I got a new deodorant today that won't stain my freaking shirts. There's like 4 shirts off camera right now that have stupid white deodorant stains on them. I need to get out, because I was using here. If anyone is watching this, do not buy this deodorant if you don't want your shirts to be stained with white stains. Do not. I don't care if I'm never sponsored by this. This is a crappy brand. I don't like this brand. I don't know what this video is anymore. It's just me ranting about deodorant now, I guess. I'm gonna end it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in whatever the next video is. Peace out.
What?